The Scattered Gods, Season 3, Celestial Challenges, Chapter 15, Echoes of a Distant Plea. The temporal anomaly had scattered them across the cosmos like leaves in a cosmic hurricane. Alex, stripped of his celestial warrior king powers, found himself in a medieval world where brute strength was valued more than divine light. Dr. Vasquez, stranded in a dystopian future, battled not monsters from beyond the stars, but a deadly plague that ravaged the survivors. Anya, cast adrift in the quantum sea, navigated the tangled threads of time, desperately searching for a way to reunite them. Meanwhile, aboard a salvaged Aegis Order scout ship, Apollo and Aphrodite found themselves adrift in a dimension eerily similar to their own. It was a world of towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, yet a shadow seemed to hang over it. News reports broadcasted images of devastating earthquakes and wildfires that erupted without warning. A sense of unease settled in their hearts. "This isn't natural," Apollo muttered, his brow furrowed in concern. He plucked his guitar from its case, its familiar weight offering a sliver of comfort. The melody that flowed from his fingertips was a somber lament, a reflection of the turmoil around them. Aphrodite, ever the goddess of beauty and love, noted the distress in his eyes. "We haven't seen a single happy face," she observed, her voice laced with concern. "Something is terribly wrong here." As if in response to her words, a faint distress signal flickered on the ship's receiver. It wasn't a typical distress beacon, but a series of modulated frequencies, a language unfamiliar yet strangely intuitive. Anya materialized on the bridge, her eyes alight with urgency. "I've intercepted a message," she announced, her voice echoing through the cramped cabin. "It's different. It seems to originate from a parallel dimension, one similar to ours." Decoding the message proved a challenge. It was a desperate plea from a pantheon of deities, their realm under attack. An unseen enemy was using sonic warfare, weaponizing high-frequency waves to trigger earthquakes and wildfires. Their celestial powers were proving ineffective against this insidious attack. The message ended with a plea for allies who could understand the power of music and crystal energy. A flicker of hope ignited within Apollo. "It's like they're calling to me," he whispered, his fingers brushing against the strings of his guitar. "The frequencies, the way they're structured, it feels like music." Anya's eyes widened. "Music," she echoed, excitement dancing in her ethereal form. Could it be that these frequencies resonate with the crystals on Earth? Perhaps, by amplifying the crystal energy through music, we can create a counter-frequency to disrupt their attacks. Aphrodite, ever the strategist, saw the potential. "We need to get to their pantheon," she declared, her voice firm. "They might be able to guide us. We also need to contact Earth, warn them about this potential threat and gather as many crystals as possible." Their course of action clear, they piloted the scout ship towards the coordinates embedded in the distress message. The journey was fraught with danger. The frequencies they were picking up were faint, a constant hum that seemed to dull the senses and induce fatigue. Apollo fought back the lethargy, strumming his guitar, weaving melodies that countered the droning effect. The music, imbued with his celestial essence, bathed the ship in a protective aura. Finally, they emerged from the oppressive zone and found themselves hovering over a magnificent metropolis. Gleaming towers, crowned with crystalline structures, pierced the clouds. This was the home of the deities under attack. Landing amidst a plaza filled with panicked citizens, they were met by a being unlike anything they had ever encountered. Tall and slender, with skin that shimmered like polished quartz and eyes that blazed with ethereal energy, this was Serena, the goddess of harmony in this reality. Her greeting was filled with desperation. "You are gods from beyond? You understand the power of music?" Apollo stepped forward, his voice ringing with empathy. "We do. We too come from a world where music holds immense power. We received your message and believe we can help." Serena explained their predicament. They were a peaceful pantheon, their powers useless against this unseen enemy who exploited frequencies to unleash chaos. Apollo, understanding the vulnerability of being caught off guard by such an attack, shared his own experience with the Devourer and the Celestial Alliance. Anya, who had been analyzing the frequencies, interjected. The attacks seemed to target specific locations, ones with high concentrations of radio waves and transmissions. Suddenly, an idea sparked in Aphrodite's mind. If we can use the crystals on Earth and amplify them through song, we might create a counter-frequency wave strong enough to disrupt their attacks. Hope flickered in Serena's eyes. It's a gamble, Serena admitted, her voice heavy with worry. But it's our only hope. We can guide you to the heart of our network, the central crystal that powers all our communication. Anya, ever the pragmatist, chimed in. We need to establish communication with Earth simultaneously. This counter-frequency needs to be broadcast globally to effect a change. They devised a plan. Serena led Apollo and Aphrodite to the heart of the city, a towering crystal spire humming with energy. Anya, utilizing her mastery of the quantum sea, established a fragile link with Dr. Walker on Earth. Inside the spire, Serena placed her hand on the central crystal. A surge of energy resonated through the chamber, and Apollo strummed his first chord. It was a powerful note, imbued with celestial energy and amplified by the crystal's resonance. As the music flowed, Aphrodite, drawing upon her power of beauty and charm, wove her voice into the melody. It wasn't just a song, it was a weaponized harmony, a counter-frequency designed to disrupt the enemy's sonic attacks. Back on Earth, Dr. Walker's communicator crackled to life. Anya's voice, faint but determined, filled the room. It's me, Anya. I'm with Apollo and Aphrodite in another dimension. They're facing an attack similar to frequency warfare. We need to amplify crystal energy through a global broadcast to disrupt it. Hope surged through Dr. Walker's veins. Though confused by the specifics, she saw the urgency in Anya's plea. Immediately, she initiated a global emergency broadcast. Technicians scrambled, channeling the raw crystal energy harvested from salvaged Aegis Order technology into the broadcast signal. On the distant world, Apollo and Aphrodite poured their hearts into the music. The chamber vibrated with celestial energy, the crystal pulsating in response. Their song, broadcasted across that dimension and amplified on Earth, created a wave of pure harmony that washed over the planet. The effect was instantaneous. The droning disharmony in the air ceased. The flickering screens in the city stabilized, and a collective sigh of relief rippled through the panicked crowd. Looking up at the sky, they witnessed a spectacle unlike any other. A shimmering aurora of celestial energy, a testament to the combined power of music, crystals, and a desperate plea for help. But the victory was short-lived. A wave of static cut through their broadcast, a chilling laugh echoing across the comms. A voice, distorted and menacing, filled the air. Foolish gods, it boomed. You think your pathetic music can stop us? We are the chorus of discord, and your world will soon join the symphony of destruction. The communication line sputtered and died. Despair threatened to engulf Serena, but Apollo placed a hand on her shoulder, his eyes ablaze with determination. They may have spoken, but they underestimated us, he declared. We may not know who they are, but we know they fear our unity. We will stand together, and we will defeat them. Anya, her voice filled with renewed purpose, spoke through the comms. They are onto us, but we know their strategy now. We need to refine the counter-frequency, make it stronger. And most importantly, we need to find a way to communicate with the other scattered gods. We are stronger together. Their mission had escalated. What started as a rescue mission had turned into a desperate fight against a new enemy wielding an insidious weapon. But they were not alone. Back on Earth, Dr. Walker rallied the Celestial Alliance, scientists working tirelessly to refine the counter-frequency and technicians searching for ways to amplify it. News of the attack spread like wildfire, igniting a renewed sense of purpose in humanity. Meanwhile, aboard the scout ship, Apollo and Aphrodite, guided by Serena and fueled by a newfound sense of camaraderie, charted a course to find the other scattered gods. They were the celestial guardians, and they would protect their homeworlds, no matter the dimension. The scattered threads of their stories began to converge, weaving a tapestry of hope and resilience in the face of an unknown threat. The battle for the Celestial Alliance, and for the very fabric of reality, had just begun. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell to stay updated with the latest episodes. Support The Scattered Gods on Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access.